questions in English, 5 minutes on the clock, and a native speaking English teacher. Welcome to 5 Minute Friday. Hello, my name is Chris and welcome to today's video, which is a 5-minute Wednesday. Yes, it's Wednesday today, not Friday, but I have some excellent questions from you, my subscribers, so I put them into this bag. I'm putting 5 minutes onto my timer, like so, and let's start. Let's go, and I'll try and answer your questions all about learning English. Here we go. Question number 1 is, do I say 14:30 or 2:30 in English for this time? I see both. Yes, you have seen both, I think. But in English, we only use the 12-hour clock. So normally, this time would be 2:30, or you could also say 2:30. We would not say 14:30 or 14:30. It doesn't actually get used in English, except for a military situation. So in the military, for trains, planes and buses, timetables, you can see 14:30, but we would not say 14:30, we would say 2:30 p.m. Okay, and the only reason they use the 24-hour clock in the military and in transport situations is so you do not get confused. You do not arrive for your train at 2:30 in the morning instead of 2:30 in the afternoon, okay? But in a normal work situation, social situation, we do not use the 24-hour clock, we use the 12-hour clock. And we just simply say 2:30 or 2:30. Let's go to our next question. And our next question is, what are the most difficult words to say for beginners in English? Okay, so for the pronunciation for a beginner, I would certainly say words that start with a silent K. Words that start with a silent K. Things like know, the verb to know, of course, knee, knife, etc. So many times a beginner will say kno, or knife, or knee. No, it is simply a silent K. So for a beginner, definitely those words with a silent K. Another one for a beginner could be something like our. This is our house. This is our house, okay? That's quite difficult, quite a difficult sound for a beginner. Another one for beginners. There is this animal, this particular animal. That is a very difficult one to say. Do you know it? It is a squirrel. A squirrel. Squirrel. In French, I cannot pronounce this. If you have any native English-speaking friends like me, get them to try and pronounce this word in French. It's not possible. And the same for you in English. It's actually quite difficult. Squirrel. In French, écureuil or something. I cannot say it. But in English, squirrel. Another good one is towel. Towel. Serviette? A towel. That's actually quite a difficult word to pronounce too. Towel. Okay, so they're probably my most difficult ones for beginners, I think, those words there. Maybe just another one for a beginner would be the day today. Wednesday. Wednesday. The spelling You have that D, Wednesday, but we don't pronounce it like that. We say Wednesday, Wednesday. The spelling, yeah, the sound, the pronunciation is very different from the spelling, Wednesday. Another one could be February, February for beginners. Wednesday and February, quite difficult for beginners too. But that was a great question, thank you. Let's move on to question number 3. Question number 3. I'm intermediate English, but not improving. What can I do? This is actually such a common question, and I understand. The same thing happened to me when I was learning French. You progress very fast at the start. Oops, that's just my 5 minutes. I'll stop my timer and I will finish this question for you. Yes, at the beginning, when you learn a language, you learn so many things in the first weeks, first months, and you go very, very, very fast, and then you arrive at the intermediate level and the progress is slower. That is normal. That is totally normal. And I understand you might feel that you're not progressing, but if you are practicing, watching these videos, listening to English speaking songs, listening to podcasts even. Podcasts are really good to listen to. Watching television and films in original version, you will be improving. But it's just a slower progress when you get to the intermediate level. Do your best to go outside of your comfort zone. So many people, they get comfortable talking about certain things. Maybe, I don't know, they like music and they know how to talk about music. They can talk with strangers about music. What's your favourite song? What instrument do you play? They can talk about this, but they cannot talk about something different. Maybe a business English situation. Maybe a completely different topic. Sport. They don't know how to talk about sport. If that is your case, try and talk about different things than what you normally talk about. Really try and push yourself, because by pushing yourself, you will improve. But really, you just have to keep trying and trying and trying. You will improve, I promise, but it does take work. Learning a language is not easy, but it can be fun. Watch all my videos, of course. If you think you are intermediate level, challenge yourself with some of my quizzes. Might be a really good idea. Maybe even try some of the advanced ones and see. Maybe you do know some of the grammar, some of the vocabulary, etc. Also, what else could you do? What about my Zero to Hero series? Did you finish that? Did you do the beginners, the pre-intermediate, the intermediate, and the advanced? If you did all 4 of those series, then you would be very comfortable with most of the grammar that you need to speak good English. So, yeah, I definitely check those out. And just don't give up hope. Just keep trying. You will get there. Unfortunately, that is the end of our 5-minute Wednesday today. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thank you for those questions. If you have any questions for the next time that I do one of these videos, please leave them in the comments below on this video or any of my videos, and I will put them into the little bag, and they might be your question that I read next time. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.